Hi, my name is Xian and I'm from Seminar Group 18, Group 1. In my reflection, I will first talk about my contributions and then my takeaway from the topic, control, and a key takeaway from the entire module. So in my project part 1, I was responsible for creating the overall codes framework based on the features and functions that we want to include in our program. This pertains to both the user interface and those base stage functions, as well as the output that the users could see in our program. Besides, in Project Part 1, I was also in charge of organizing and cleaning the dataset in order to make it fulfill the criteria of our filter options. In Project Part 2, I was responsible for question 5, which required me to calculate the monthly repayment of an individual when buying an apartment in each distinct market segment. I therefore used the data to compute the average apartment price across various segments and perform it as a bar chart using Pandas and Matplotlib. In order to determine the monthly repayment, I also did some research including the maximum tenure and interest rate of housing loans, the LTV ratio in Singapore, as well as the total debt servicing requirement TDSR. Using all this information, I managed to calculate the required monthly repayment and use the result to estimate the monthly gross income needed. Moving on, what have I learned from the topic of control? We did use a lot of control flow statement in both projects, especially in project part 1, where we utilized while loops for the application of multiple filters and for loops to filter the data from our CSV file. And for me, the most challenging and interesting part is creating the table by using double for loop and applying bubble sorting to sort our results. If I were to say, these are not the things that I felt I learned the most in this topic or project. Since I've learned all this before, what I learned the most from this topic through the project is the importance of using loops in programming. Prior to this module, I believed that hard coding everything through copying and pasting was sufficient. However, this project made me realize that for larger data sets, you can't use hard coding anymore. Therefore, whenever I need to perform tasks repeatedly, I now prioritize the use of control flow or looping statements. Therefore, in project part 2, I use it to answer the questions and calculate the payment and income required for the apartment in various market segments. So I would say that control flow statements help to simplify the code and eliminate unnecessary redundancy and make it easier to select and run everything automatically. Lastly, I feel very grateful for this module and our beloved prof, as I feel that my programming skills have been evolved and significantly improved by this module. As I understand that programming skills, not just only Python, but also SQL, data cleaning, and data visualization skills, will take a significant role in my future career path. I will definitely keep challenging myself with more advanced knowledge. For me, the completion of this module does not mark an end for me in programming. Instead, it is just a starting point. Thank you.